The Star Trek panel for New York Comic Con has officially wrapped, and we have a bunch of news stories that we need to cover. Let's pour it up! Okay, so before we get into this particular Earl Grey pour-up video, I do want to go ahead and let everyone know that all of the New York Comic Con coverage that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be breaking it up into a couple of different videos. We'll have the special-looking kind of pinkish, purplish Earl Grey pour-up logo in the corner. That way you know it's related to New York Comic Con as a whole, because there's just honestly so much stuff to kind of go through that shoving it all into one video is just not going to really work. Okay, so this video is just going to do a quick overview of everything that we got from New York Comic Con, and then the subsequent videos will be trailer reactions and breakdowns, and then theory crafting towards the tail end of those. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into what we got today. So there were two panels today. The first one up at 1 p.m. Eastern was the Star Trek Discovery panel, where they showed off a brand new Season 3 of Discovery teaser trailer, and in that, we begin to kind of piece together a little bit about what's going on in the future. The Federation doesn't look particularly good, and it appears as though Burnham and the Discovery were separated for a very long period of time. I had assumed originally that it was going to be a much shorter period of time, but based off of the trailer, it looks like they were separated for a really, really long period of time before they finally linked back up. So that trailer is really, really interesting. I really like the way that that went down. The other information that we got from the kind of panel and Q&A session from there is the fact that the show is adamantly staying inside of the future. They don't have any plans to take the Discovery back in time or kind of around in different areas. They seem to be thinking about staying there for the 930-year time jump. Alex Kurtzman was asked directly by one of the fans inside of the Q&A session if we were going to see any kind of connection between Season 3 of Discovery and the Calypso short trek, and he said maybe, which is quite interesting. I don't think that the Federation, based off the trailer, I don't think the Federation is as bad off as things appeared in the Calypso short trek, so I'm not quite sure still how it's all kind of connecting back together. I've got a lot of different theories about that, but somebody did ask him about that, and they are still tracking and are super aware of it. We also had a bunch of unique Star Trek characters, kind of races, I should say, kind of appear inside of the trailer that we saw for Discovery, and that included like Morn's race, we saw Cardassians, we saw more Andorians, we saw Trills, we saw the pool of Trills, I forget the name of it, but that weird little pool that they sit in. So there was a bunch of different races from Trek alum that appeared inside of the Discovery teaser, which I thought was really, really cool. Other than that, there really wasn't much else for the Discovery kind of panel. They just did a lot of Q&A about their characters and where they're kind of heading, and a lot of it, the talk was about how they need to bring hope into the future for everybody in the new Federation that they've uncovered in the future, and that the Discovery crew is going to try to help repair the Federation. That was what most of the conversations were about when the different actors were talking about their specific characters. The only other thing that was talked about during the Discovery panel was, again, multiple people brought up the Pike show, and Alex Kurtzman continued to tease everyone with it, which everyone just loved and laughed at and cheered at. And we also got word of the entire schedule for the short treks that are going to be coming out for the remainder of this year going into early next year. And obviously one of them dropped today during the panel. There was a little bit of a technical difficulty, but they eventually got it out, which is Q&A, which I haven't even had a chance to watch yet because I'm here making this particular video for all of you, which I look forward to watching after this. And then it does appear as though that a lot of us did theorize that Children of Mars was going to be the short trek, leading up to Picard. And that is the last one being aired right before Picard. And that does appear to be the one that's probably going to be about Picard. So that's kind of a good guess on a lot of people there. And talking about Picard, let's go ahead and jump right into the Picard panel. Now, obviously, when this thing got started up, they brought out all the main cast members. Sir Patrick was doing his normal routine. He was wooing the crowd. Everyone was having a great time. And they played a brand new Star Trek Picard trailer, and it was phenomenal. The first trailer was great. The teaser was pretty good. It was like, okay, this is interesting. And then the first trailer was like, oh my gosh, and 7 of 9 and Data, and it was all this crazy stuff. But this next trailer just continues to blow my mind. It continues to blow my mind. We had so many exciting things happening in this trailer. I'm going to do a full breakdown later, but, just so many things, just things that me as like a fan just got excited about. We saw the Enterprise D again. Captain Picard was wearing his TNG uniform. So was Data. We saw old Riker and Troy. They definitely have a daughter. We'll get to my predictions here in a second. They have a daughter. Things are so excited, so exciting inside of the trailer. I just can't wait to see and find out what the heck is going on. I want to know so much about what is going on in the show, what the plot of this is, and if there are connections between the Picard trailer, Picard season storyline and what happens to the Federation in the Discovery, because now the Discovery is a bit further on past the Picard show. So I'm curious to see if there's going to be any plot threads kind of connecting the two, which, you know, having one studio controlling everything and having the showrunner at the top of all of Star Trek, which is Alex Kurtzman, it's very, very likely. A few other little bits of information from the Picard panel. Santiago Cabrera's character has been confirmed as a former member of Starfleet. And then Rafi, who the character of Rafi has an addiction. She did confirm that on stage. The character, not the actress, has an addiction, and she's super good at hacking things. And that's kind of part of the character description that she provided to all of us. And then Treadway confirmed that he is playing a Romulan in the show. It initially kind of thought to me maybe he was a Vulcan, just based off of the way he was talking and kind of the way he was acting in the trailer, the first trailer. But he has confirmed that he is a Romulan, and he is at odds with Evan Angoria's character, also known as the Romulan Legolas, as people like to call him. And that's pretty much it. They obviously did confirm, I tweeted this out and shared this out with a lot of people, we got the full, complete release date of Star Trek Picard, which is January 23rd. Now, this date is a little bit, maybe about a week and a half earlier than I was estimating, just based off of the release of the tie-in novel. But that date was estimated, and I'll keep my eye out to see if that novel's release date moves up along with the Countdown comics, because those things should be released prior to the start of Star Trek Picard. But anyways, that's pretty much all we got from the Picard panel. All right, as far as the predictions that I had, we didn't get any resolution on the mysterious red-gloved person that I still believe is Q, played by John Delancey. I say his name different ways. I don't know why people got upset last time, but I say his name different ways. The other character that I was kind of theorizing that we were going to see was going to be Sela. I talked about this in a live stream I did over at Trek Central. I was kind of theorized about that. I was kind of hoping we would see that. It makes sense. She's kind of an important character for Picard, and she's a prominent figure inside of the Tal Shiar, which we know is running the gambit in this particular show right now and managing that crazy-looking Borg cube. So we didn't get any indication that she was going to be in it, so though that one's a complete bust, and we still have a mystery of with the red glove. Now, the other thing that I was trying to predict was that a young actress was going to be Riker and Troy's daughter, and that does in fact look to be that way based off of the end of the trailer, where a young actress off screen is calling out to her father Riker that Jean-Luc Picard was at the house. So I believe we're pretty much accurate on that one. So that's 1 for 3, I guess, kind of 1-1-0-1, I guess, because the other one, the red glove one, is still empty. But yeah, that's not so good on predictions, but I'm doing the best I can over here. Anyways, guys and gals, that does wrap up my full New York Comic Con Star Trek coverage overview. I'm going to be doing a huge breakdown of the Picard trailer, the Discovery teaser trailer, and the short trek, obviously, over the next several days. And again, make sure you look for the correct Earl Grey pour-up logo. Again, it's going to be that pinkish purplish looking color. So that way you know that that video is related to all of the New York Comic Con coverage moving forward. So I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to hear what all of you guys and gals thought about these trailers, the teasers, and the short trek. If some of you guys were able to watch it, not everyone can. It's only available in the US and Canada right now. Hopefully we'll get it internationally, but get all of your feelings and thoughts and ideas and theories down below. Let's get this fantastic conversation started, and I can't wait to go ahead and talk to all of you, and I'll catch all of y'all next time. Live long and prosper, my Trekkies!